It's broke.
Oh, damn. Sar.
La Yashala.
Layashala. Sar. I imagine, which means to stand. Well, you put it down like so. Point your knuckle down, which means to rise and face the east. So if you're in our class, the east is straight forward. All right.
So like, the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew, Abanawa,
Abanawa,
Shabbat Shemaya,
Kodash,
Hayat, Shemkat, Yahweh, Malabaka, Daba'ah, Batazad, Hayat, Eshad, Baratazad, Kawah, Hayat, Bashemaya, Badananawa, Bakam, Kal, Yawam, Wasalakanawa, Kawawafnawa, Kasalaknawa, Kawawafyanawa, Wala'ah, Dabayadnawa, Banasayawan, Babal, Hawashayanawa, Mayan, Rad, Hayat, Amalakwa, the Parah,
Aman in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. So be it.
Hakat, the power in the Hebrew, Yahweh. Hashem Yahushua. Babakashah. Mathanawa. Hakat. La'apa'ah. Kal Makalah. Kal Marawa. Hakat. Latahal. Amatazariah. Hakat. Hamakim. Hakat. Abakawa. Tama'ala. Garshan. Hashem Yahushua. Wada Aman. In English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Please give us the power. The power to heal. All men of sickness, and all men of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahushua, thank you, so be it. Prayer to bless Israel in the Hebrew, Yahweh, Hashem Yahushua, Barak Lanawa, Yashala, Wahab, Sapari, Barak, Rapah, Magun, Hashem Yahushua, the Wada Aman.
What we just said was Yahweh in the name of Yahushua, bless us and Israel in the school. Bless, heal, shield, protect our loved ones in the name of Yahushua. Thank you, so be it.
Psalms 121 in the Hebrew, Asha'ah, Ayadni, Ahahari, Mayan, Yaba'ah, Izari, Ma'an, Yahweh, Aishah, Shemaya, Baharatazah, Al-Yatham, Amawat, Gal, Yanawam, Shamar, Hanah, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamar, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al-Yah, Yamnika, Yavamam, Hashemah, La'ah, Wayarah, Yahweh, Yashamar, Makalrai,
Yashamarka.
Makalrai, Yashamar, Afnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'aka, Aman.
In English, I will lift up mine eyes into the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help cometh from Yahweh. Which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day. Nor the moon by night. The sun, Yahweh shall preserve thee. From all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in. From this time forth. And even forevermore. So be it.
Psalms 83 in the Hebrew, Alahaya, Al-Damayalakah, Al-Fakarash, Al-Tashakwat, Al-Yahana, Al-Yabika, Yahamayawan, Mashanayaka, Nasha'awa, Al-Aimaka, Yarayama, Sawad, Wayatayai Tazawa, Altazap Hawanyaka, Amawa, Wahaba,
Lakawa.
Wanakakilo, Magoya, Wala'a, Yazakar, Sham Yashal, Aiwa, Kaya, Nawai Tazawa, La, Yakhadwa, Auyaka, Warya, Yakarafa, Ahauya, Adawam, Yashamaauya, Mawaba, Hagari, Abal, Waimawan, Halasha, I'm Yashabi, Tazawo, Gamashu, Nalawa, Aiman, Iowa, Zarawa, Abayalawat, Salah, Aisha, Hamad, Kasayasara, Kayab, Oyashwa, Eshamad, Bayanda, Hayo, Daman, Dama, Shayatamba, Nadiabo, Kaira, Ukazaba, Ukazamana, calling to say a come, Ashor, Marwa, Rashad, Nawa, Alahaya, Shayatamba, Kagado, Kakwash, Lapanya Ka'ash, Dabairi, Wakalahaba, Aryam, Khan, Basairaka, Babasawa Papa, Halom, Malaa, Panyon, Owan, Wayabakwash, Shamka, Yahweh, Bashwa, Wayabahal, Idai, Wayakapar, Wayabad, Wayadai, Yata, Shamka, Yahweh, Labad, Yawan, Ratazar, Amon. Psalms 83 in English. Keep not thou silence, O Yahweh. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace. Hold not thy peace. And be not still. And be not still. O Yahweh. O Yahweh. For lo, thy enemies make a tumble. Thy enemies make a tumble. And they that hate thee. Have lifted up the head. Have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. And consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come, and let us cut them off from being a nation. That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites, the Moab, and the Hagarenes, the Baal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Asa also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kasan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like a red, and like Zed, yea, all their princes, as Zabah, and as Amunah, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as a stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, and as the flame set the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, and they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded, and trouble forever. Yea, let them be put to shame. And perish. That men may know. That thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. So be it. Prayer of the blessings of the I always forget that. Of the power scripture in Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh. Wa Yahweh Shah. Wa Mayaka Allah. Wa Alahaya. Matazabia. Alawap Yahana. Halawap. Asaranya. Akatazayanya. Akayayayu. Wa Yahweh. Hashem Yahweh Shah. Wadaman. In English. Bless you Yahweh. And Yahweh Shah. And Michael. And the angels. Commanding General Yahweh. The captain. The officers. The troopers. And the sister. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh. Thank you. So be it. Sar, which means to turn. Yeshabi, which means to be seated. Move it for me, like Shah. Go ahead, you set your side down. Go ahead. All right, go ahead, clap it up. Let's go over this one just a little bit. There you go. All right, go ahead, clap it up. A little bit more like that. There you go. So in Genesis 25 and 28 in the Hebrew, Wayahab, Yatazakak, Aishawa, Kaya, Tazayad, Bapayawa, Rabba Kwa Ahaba Yaikwa. Verse 29. Wayazad Yaikwa Nazayad Wayaba Aishawa Man Hashada Wahawa. What's that? Waha Ayak. Wayamor Aishawa Al Yaikwa Hala. Hala Ayat Noah?
Yeah, Hala Ayat Noah.
Hala Ayat Noah. Na'a Man Ha'adam. Not Ha'adam. Is that Ha'adam?
Ha'adam.
Ha'adam. Hazah Kaya Ayat Anakia Al Ban Korah Mash it's like Shamwa. Yeah, Shamwa Adawam. It's Esau, right?
Yeah, come on. Adawam.
Verse 31. Wayamar Yaikwa Makara Kayawam Bakarathak. Is it Bakarathak? Bakarathak Layat. 32. Wayamar Aishawa Hana Anakia Hawalad. So like Hawalak Lamawat Walama Za Laya Bakara. Verse 33. Wayamar Yaikwa Hashabai Laya Kayawam Waya Shabai Lawa Waya Makar Bakarakwa Layaikwa.
What's your last verse?
Kind. Verse 34. Wayaikwa Nathan La Aishawa Laham Wanaza Yad Ida Adashim Waya Kal Waya Shah Waya Kwam Waya Lak Waya Baz Aishawa Haba Kara. Oh, come. You want to read it out of there?
Oh, I can do the act. No. Yeah, this one right here. Yep, the water. All right, this is Genesis chapter 25 and verse 28. Remember what we picked up remember what we read. Remember what we finished last week. We finished with Isaac and Rebekah giving birth to twin boys. There were two nations in her womb. That's what the angel of God told Rebekah. Because, of course, those two boys were fighting. Shalom to the sister that's checking in. Those two boys were fighting. Jacob and Esau were just fighting in that womb, so one of them can be born first. And that fight and that birth between those two nations, white and black, Jacob and Esau, is the cusp of civilization. It's what everything lies on. It's what the end of the world is predicated on. Christ coming back. Who's Christ? Who does the land in the Middle East belong to? That's what all that fighting in the Middle East is about. Because no one knows who the real Jews are. But the Bible clearly says that the Jews are blacks. The Jews are the Negroes in America. The Israelites are so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. And that whole entire fight is about whose land it is. Whose land is it? Is it the Palestinians? Is it the Jewish man? Is it the Arabs? Whose land is it? The Armenians, the Iraqis, whose land is it? That's what the fighting is going on so long for. That fight that you see in the Middle East on the news over in Israel and Palestine, that fight has been going on for centuries because the people who dwell in that land are not the real Jews. And when we, who are the real Jews, were in our homeland, we got thrust out of our land by the Romans, by the same people, the same oppressor that unalived our king, a black man by the name of Jesus Christ. They pushed us out of that land, and now we're here in America, right? Now we're in the Caribbean islands. Now we're in Canada. Now we're, in the United Kingdom, when really our land is in the Middle East. But how are you going to find that out? You're going to find that out because of the prophecies that are in the Bible, and you're going to find out soon when our King Christ returns. When he returns, he's putting everything back in his rightful place. The oppressor is going to be in his rightful place. The Arabs will be in their rightful place. And so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians will be in their rightful place too. I pray you understand. In this scripture, where we finished up last week and where we're picking up from this week, these scriptures are so very important to everything that's going on in modern history, in past history, and present, right? So pay attention to Jacob and Esau and the prophecies that the Bible talks about with Jacob and Esau, because those prophecies are the things to look for now. Remember, a prophecy is something that was said years ago that's going to happen, going to come to pass. So certain things have not happened yet, but there are things that have happened. The characteristics of these two brothers, those things have already been seen, right, of who Jacob and who Esau is. So just pay attention, because everything we won't be able to break down like we have been the last 2 weeks because of time's sake. So make sure you pay very close attention to the scriptures that we read today, because the scriptures we read today are going to help you understand life today. It's going to help you understand life in the past. It's going to help you understand the future. And that's what we're looking forward to in the Israelite School UPK under Commander General Hana, is the future. Everyone understand, when we're ruling this place. All right, you got something you want to say, Elijah?
Yeah, just real quick, if I may, sir. What you were saying, everything is Jacob and Esau, meaning everything is black and white. You know what I mean? Like I said, we're not going to break everything down, but I just wanted to say, with that being said, for black people, Hispanics, and Native Indians, the only time we say race doesn't matter is when it comes to the Bible.
Right.
You know what I mean? The oppressor too. Race matters everywhere else in life, every aspect in life, where you fill out a job application.
That's right.
Whether you get pulled over by the police and they're being, corrupt or, racist.
That's right.
Color matters in every aspect of life, but for some reason, when it comes to the Bible, Christianity and our oppressor says color doesn't matter.
Right.
But right here, what we reading is color in the Bible.
That's right.
You understand? It's color in the Bible. Race in the Bible. Nationality in the Bible.
That's right.
Who's dominant and who's, prominent and who's not. Who's inferior. This is what we're reading right now in the Bible.
Yeah, right.
So your pastors lied is basically what I'm saying.
Yeah, right.
And that's all I wanted to say, sir.
Most High Christ. Let's get it. Genesis chapter 25 and 28. And Isaac loved Esau because he did eat of his venison, but Rebekah loved Jacob. Verse 29. And Jacob sowed pottage, and Esau came from the field, and he was faint. Verse 30. And Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom, or Adullam, like the officer brought out earlier reading in the Hebrew. Verse 31. And Jacob said, sell me this day thy birthright. And Esau said, behold, I am at the point to die, and what profit shall this birthright do to me? Remember, the same spirit as Cain is that same spirit that's on Esau. The same spirit of, well, who gives a damn about the future? I'm worried about, there's one people on the earth, and if you could understand this, brother, you would understand the oppressor. There is one person on the earth who lives for today and not tomorrow. I hear so much talk from mostly black people and Hispanics that like to glorify and extol our oppressor, meaning the white man and his wisdom and his, power. And our blacks and Hispanics like to praise them as if they look to the future. They got things planned out 50, 60, 70 years from now. No, they do not. The oppressor lives for today. That's why he sold his birthright, because he was faint. Because he doesn't care about the future. Why do you think they pollute the earth? If the white man cared about the future, they wouldn't pollute the earth, because they know that this place will be garbage in the next 50 years for their children's children. Why do you think they spend money the way they do, knowing their bank account will be zero for their great-grandchildren? They don't look to the future. They care about what my penis wants, what my vagina wants, and what my pockets want today, what my stomach wants today. That's not the spirit of the children of Israel. And furthermore, the Most High God doesn't want that to be the spirit of the children of Israel. Not caring about what's going to happen to your children's children. You should absolutely care and prepare for what your child's children's children will endure. That's why you're supposed to keep the law. Keeping the law protects your great-grandchildren. Obeying God protects your posterity. The oppressor cares nothing about his posterity. He only cares about filling his stomach, and he only cares about what his rod or her vagina wants today, not tomorrow. Why do you think an alternative lifestyle is so pushed in America? Alternative lifestyle is the opposite of building families. You don't build families with same-sex marriage. So how are you going to have the next white American 60 years from now? You won't. because they all are going to marry the same sex. All because they feel it feels good to have that same sex to them. So guess what? They're going to pass bills for protecting people that live an alternative lifestyle. Is that looking towards the future? Is the AIDS epidemic looking towards the future? Is fentanyl crisis in Ohio and Indiana and Indianapolis, is that looking to the future? The oppressor cares nothing about his children. He cares nothing about his posterity. He cares nothing about this country. He cares nothing about the earth. He cares nothing about anything other than what benefits and satisfies him. Who else has that spirit? Christians. Christians get that spirit from our oppressor. They only care about today. What can I do today? How can I please myself more? Self-decadence. Real quick, do you know in Greece, in ancient Greece and Rome, it was common practice for those oppressors in Rome and Greece to eat so much that they would vomit on purpose just so they can fill their stomachs even more. That's gluttony, over satisfying yourself, having sex to the point where your damn rod damn near falls off. To now where the oppressor got to invent blue pills for you to take because you're having so much sex. If you learn how to control your desires and put them in a box like General Muhammad teaches us in the Israelite School UPK, then the oppressor wouldn't be so self-decadent, and neither would the Christians. Everyone understand, the oppressor cares about right now, not tomorrow, not 50 years from now. Everyone understand. So this devil, Esau, the father of all devils, the father of the oppressor, the father of the Europeans, of the Caucasian race, he's feeling faint because he just came from outside. It's hot. He's a hunter. He's walking around, hiking, rucking. Now he comes back to the tent. He sees his brother is cooking up food. And so now he's feeling faint. So he's like, man, I need to eat something or I will die. In his mind, this is what Esau's thinking. He asked Jacob, his brother, well, can you please give me some of that food? And Jacob said, not without a price. I'll give you some of this food, devil, but you're going to have to give me that birthright that my father gave you, not that God gave you. Remember, the Bible just said last week, when we finished off, that the older will serve the younger. So the birthright was not given from God. This birthright that Esau is speaking of is the birthright Jacob gave Esau, not that the Most High God gave Esau. Everyone understand? And Esau said, behold, I am at the point to die. And what profit shall this birthright do to me? Who cares about that birthright my father gave me? I'm starving. And Jacob said, swear to me this day. And he sware unto him. And he sold his birthright unto Jacob. Verse 34. Then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of lentils, which are beans, soup, bread and some soup. Everyone understand? And he did eat and drink and rose up and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright.
All right. Genesis chapter 26, verse 1. Wayahaya Ra'ai Ba'aratazah Malabad Harai Hara Ashawan Ashar Haya Bayamya Bayamya Abraham Wayalak Yatazakak Al Abayam Lak Abayamalak Malak Palash the young Palashafim Garara. Verse 2, Wayara al Yawah Yahweh Wayamar al the Rad Matazar Yama Shakan Baratazar Shar Amar al Yak. Verse 3. Gawar Baratazar Hazat Wa'ahaya Imak Wa'abarakak. Barak.
Yeah, you said it right the first time. Wa'abarakak.
Arabarakak Kaya La Wala Zaraik, Athan, Ka, Haratazak, Ha'al, Wahakwamafya, Hashabai, Ashar, Nashabaikya, La Abaraham, Abayak, verse 4. Waharabayahya, Zaraik, Kakawak, Kakawakabya, Hashemayim, Wanathapya, Lazaraik, Ka, Haratazak, Ha'al, Wahab, Bakarwa, Bazaraik, Ka, Go, what's that? Goyaya, Goyaya, Haratazak, verse 5. Iqua, Ashar, Shemai, Abraham, Bakwalya, Wayashamar, Mashamarafya, Matazawafya, Hakwawafya, Warfya. That don't sound like Warfya. Verse 6. Wayashab, Yatazakwak, Bagarar. Verse 7. This should be the last verse.
You started at 1, right?
Count. Wayasha'awa, Anashya, Hamakwam, La Ashafwa, Wayamar, Achafya, Hawa, Haya, Yara, La Amar, Ashafya, Pan, Yahar Ganya, Yahar Ganya, Anashya, Hamakwawam, Al, Rabakwa, Haya, Tawaba, Mara, Haya.
All right, this is Genesis chapter 26, verse 1. And there was a famine in the land, beside the first famine that was in the days of Abraham. And Isaac went unto Abimelech, king of the Philistines, unto Gerar. And the Most High appeared unto him, and said, Go not down into Egypt, dwell in the land which I shall tell thee of. Verse 3. Sojourn in this land, and I will be with thee, and will bless thee. For unto thee and unto thy seed I will give all these countries, and I will perform the oath which I swear unto Abraham thy father. Verse 4. And I will make thy seed to multiply as the stars of heaven, and will give unto thy seed all these countries, and in thy seed shall all the nations of the earth be blessed. Verse 5. Because that Abraham obeyed my voice, and kept my charge, my commandments, my statutes, and my laws, and Isaac dwelt in Gerar, and my laws. Verse 6. And Isaac dwelt in Gerar. Verse 7. And the men of the place asked him of his wife, and he said, She is my sister. For he feared to say, She is my wife. Lest, said he, the men of the place should kill me for Rebekah, because she was fair to look upon. The same exact issue that his father Abraham made. He made the same mistake. Abraham made the same mistake. And there are times, brother, the Bible says that a righteous man falls 7 times but will get up. There are times in your life, think about all of the 12 disciples of Christ. Think about the 11 disciples. Judas betrayed Christ. He unalived himself. But think about the 11 that did not betray Christ. At one point, they betrayed Christ. Why? Because they denied his name. They denied knowing him. Did that make them not strong? No, it did not. They were still strong brothers who wrote books of the Bible, who still served the Most High, but they had a moment of weakness, and that can happen. That moment of weakness is going to, Christ, the Most High God, is going to test you in your life. He's going to see if you acknowledge him. He's going to see if you roll with the Akim, if you're really one West. There's a day coming for brothers and sisters where the Most High is going to test you. He's going to find out if you are truly no coward. And that day is coming. And if you fail that test, does that mean that for the rest of your life you're a coward? No. That just means in that moment you were a coward. Here's the key. Don't be a coward in that moment. Trust in the Most High God. And that's what Isaac should have did. That's what Abraham should have did in that moment, was trust in the Most High. Isaac had the same great reputation as his father Abraham. And just like Abraham, because their wives were so beautiful and because they had a moment of weakness, instead of being honest, whether it meant their life being taken, what did they do? Lie to some heathen about who their wife really was. Don't be a liar. Don't be a coward. Don't be a child your entire life. Grow the hell up and be a man and a woman for the Lord, man. Serve the Most High God the right way in the Isupk under command of Juliana, and don't be a coward that cops out. Is it okay for you to be a coward? It's never okay for you to be a coward. But will moments like that happen? Sure, when you're young. But as you grow in the truth, the point is to be strengthened by your brothers, to be strengthened by the Most High, to be strengthened by the generals and their counsel. Or else, what are you doing in here? If you're not improving and growing, then what are you even doing? You're just taking up seats, man. And we don't need brothers and sisters that are going to take up seats. We need brothers and sisters. The Lord needs brothers and sisters, men and women, who are going to fight for him. And that's the school and the nation we're building in the Isupk under command of Juliana. Go ahead, Elisha.
Come. Genesis chapter 26, verse 8 in the Hebrew. Wayahaya, Kaya, Arakwa, Lawa, Sham, Hayamyam, Wayashakwap, Abara, Abayam, Abayamalak, Malak, Palashafyam, Ba'ai, Hakalwan, Wayara, Wahana, Yatazakat, Matazakat, Rabakwa, Ashafwa. Verse 9. Wayakora, Abayamalak, Layatazakat, Wayamar, Ak, Hana, Ashatak, Hawa, Wa'ayak, Amarak, Akathya, Hawa, Wayamar, Al-Yawa, Yatazakat, Kaya, Amarakya, Pan, Amawak, Al-Ya. Verse 10. Wayamar, Abayamalak, Ma, Za'ah, Aishiyah, Lanawa, Kama, Ait, Shakab, Akkad, Ha'ain, Ashatak, Waha, Ba'ah, Al-Yawa, Al-Ya, Nawa, Asham. Verse 11. Wayatazawa, Abayamalak, Kal, Ha'ain, Lamor, Hanagai, Ba'ayash, Hazah, Waba Ashtawa, Mawa, Yawamath. Verse 12. Wayazai, Yatazakat, Ba'aratazah, Hahawa'a, Wayamataza'a, Bashana, Hahawa'a, Ma'a, Sha'ai Yaram, Sha'irayam, Wayabar Kahawa. No, that ain't right. Barakhawa. Wayabarakhawa, Yahweh. Verse 13. Wayagadal, Ha'ayash, Wayalak, Halawak, Wagadal, I, Kaya, Gadal, Ma'ad. Verse 14. Wayahaya, Lawa, Makwana, Taza'an, Wamakwana, Bakor, Wa'ai, Barada, Rabah, Wayakona'awa, Athwa, Halashafyam.
All right, this is Genesis chapter 26, verse 8. And it came to pass, when he had been there a long time, that Abimelech, king of the Philistines, looked out a window and saw, and behold, Isaac was sporting with Rebekah, his wife. And Abimelech called Isaac and said, Behold, of a surety she is thy wife, and how saidst thou, she is my sister? And Isaac said unto him, because I said, lest I die for her. And here he goes, oh, I'm willing to die for her. Oh, that's what he means. So like, he means, because if I told you she was my wife, I'm fearing that you're going to kill me. You're going to alive me. So lest I die for her. Brother, if you're married to a woman now, you got to be prepared to die for that woman. Okay, when you're a husband, that's what that means, is that you're willing to die, risk your life for your wife. Not to be a coward, man. Not to be no coward. Not to be a brother who cops out, man. Don't be a brother like those purple pigs, those purple cops that cop out. That says, you know what, I'm going to just forego the truth that I learned, like Nathaniel, like Nasty Nate. I'm going to compromise the truth I learned because it's an easy way out. Because I know I can get more members, like in the Christian church, if I water down the truth. If I don't tell the whole truth. If I don't tell that a man can have multiple wives. It's not unlawful. I can't go around and hate black people the way he does, and he hates black people. I can't be a sodomite like he is because he is an effeminate. Those are unlawful, but having a multiple wife isn't. Then what are you going to do? You're going to lie to your wife about having multiple wives? That's what this is equal to. You put yourself in Isaac and Abraham's shoes, or you're going to lie to a woman saying, well, no, you're my only woman. You're a coward. You're copping out. You're watering down the truth. Why? So you can get some tail from a woman who's going to leave you anyway? Be a man for once in your life. Stand up for what's right and what's just. Everyone understand. If you're a woman, the same thing. A woman can be a coward. A woman can absolutely be a coward. You can do the same thing. You can water down what you've been taught and trained in the Isupk. Don't be a sister who's a woman of ill repute. Be a woman who is gracious and kind and sweet and loving and hardcore. You can be that woman. You can be that sister. But you can't be that woman. You can't be that brother if you're a coward. Don't be a coward. Don't be afraid to die for the truth. That's what being a coward is. Someone who's afraid to go to jail for the truth. Someone who's afraid to die for the truth. Someone who's afraid of consequences for what they believe. And here, brother, we're no cowards. I don't care whether I'm going to live or die, get glory or get shamed, if my family's going to leave me. That means nothing to me. I know that the only thing that matters is this truth, and that's my life. Whether I go to prison for it, whether I get shot for it, whether I get unalive, whether some devil puts a noose around my neck and lynches me for it, if you die for what's right and what's just, then you should be tawab. If what you believe is right and just. The problem is a lot of us are cowards because we know what we believe in isn't true. That's why there's so many snitches in the streets. Here, brothers, when I was growing up, I used to think, oh, damn, the streets is where men were. But really, the streets are just little boys. Men who are boys who never really grew up. Knowing that in the streets, there's no honor in the streets. There's no honor being a thief. There's no honor being a drug dealer. There's no honor being an unaliver to your people. But brothers and sisters live that lifestyle, and they go to jail, or they're going to snitch on their homie. Why? Because they're afraid of consequence, knowing that what they lived was not the truth. Well, in the Isupk, this is something you don't have to be ashamed of. In our cult, this is something you don't have to be afraid of consequences for. Why? Because in the end, the Bible says this, that he that endureth into the end of time shall be saved. Everyone understand? You have to endure in this truth, man. And that's the beautiful thing about the Most High. He's not going to reward some coward who only stayed in here 6 months, a year, 2 years, and did nothing for the Lord, but copped out. He's going to reward the brothers and the sisters who stay in the truth for their lives, whether they die in the truth, get glory in the truth, go to prison for the truth, or succeed in the truth. That's the type of brother and sister the Lord is going to reward. You can be that brother or that sister. All it takes for you to come into the Israelite School UPK and prove yourself worthy to the Most High. Everyone understand? Do not be a coward. If there's any message I can give to any young brothers or any young sisters, whatever you do, don't be a coward, man. That is like a stain on your honor. And people, even though you can recover from it, people will never forget the moment that you were a coward. Don't ever be a coward, ever. I don't care if you're facing 100 men. I don't care if you're facing prison time. I don't care if you're facing death. Go to the death chair manfully. But whatever you do, don't be a coward. I pray everyone understands that. That's the message that every Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, especially young man, needs to hear. Don't ever be a coward, brother. Don't ever be a coward, man. That stained your honor. And it stained this brother, Isaac, who we're reading about's honor. Did he recover from it? Yes. But can it stain your reputation? Yes. And trust me, you don't want anything to stain your reputation because it's hard to come back from it. Everyone understand? Verse 10, and Abimelech said, what is this that thou hast done unto us? One of the people might lightly have leaned with thy wife. Have lion with thy wife, and thou shouldest have brought guiltness upon us. And Abimelech charged all his people, saying, he that toucheth this man or his wife shall surely be put to death. Then Isaac sold in that land and received in the same year an 100-fold, and the Most High blessed him. Verse 13, and the man waxed great and went forward and grew until he became very great. Verse 14, for he had possession of flocks and possession of herds and great store of servants, and the Philistines envied him.
Genesis chapter 26, verse 15 in the Hebrew. Wakal, Habara, Ra, Ashar, Hagarwa, Ibadya, Abadyawa, Bayamya, Abaraham, Abayawa, Sathmawam, Sathmawam, Palashathyam, Wayama, Mala, Awam, Wayamala Awam, Salakia. Ipar, verse 16. Wayamar, Abayamalak, Al, Yataza Kak, Lak, Ma'ain Noah, Kaya, Itazama, Mama Noah, Ma'ad. Verse 17. Wayalak, Mashon, Yatazakak, Wayachan, Banachal, Garar, Wayashab, Sham. Verse 18, Wayashab, Yatazakak, Wayakapar, Ba'araf, Hamyam, Ashar, Chaparwa, Bayamya, Abaraham, Abayawa, Wayasatam Wam. Wayasapmawam.
Wayasapmawam.
Palashakyam, Acharya, Mawah, Abaraham, Wayakora, Lahan, Shamwa, Kashamawaf, Ashar, Korah, Lahan, Abayawa, Verse 19. Wayakapar, Ibadya, Yatazakak, Banachal, Wayamataza, Awa, Sham, Ba'ar, Mayam, Chayayam. Verse 20. Wayara, Yabwa, Ra'aya, Garar, Ain, Ra'aya, Yatazakak, La'amar, Lanawa, Hamyam, Wayakora, Sham, Haba'ara, Aisha, Kaya, Hata Aishi, it's like Hata Aishi, Korwa, Hata Aisha, Shakwa,
Hata Aisha Kwawa.
Hata Aisha Kwawa, Imawa. Last verse. While Kaparawa, so that Bahar, Akara, Wire Yabwa, Gum, Alya, Salaki, Ayla, Alya, Wire Korah, Shema, Shatsana.
That brother ain't white actually. Brother didn't want to be Michael Jackson here. Brother, you gotta go to it. Right? Brothers is reminiscing on old times. See, that's what we doing in here, like y'all. We reminiscing on the good old days back when we were ruling the planet Earth.
Yeah, right.
And when our forefathers would go into a kingdom, into a new land, and the Most High God would just give us that land, right? That's what. It ain't nothing wrong with reminiscing, as long as you ain't reminiscing on nothing evil. Selling dope and being with whores back in the day, man, I used to get all the hoes. That ain't nothing you want to reminisce on.
Right.
You want to reminisce on days of King David ruling and of Christ here on earth with our people and You want to reminisce on things that are great, things that you can learn from. If you want to reminisce on anything, learn from the mistakes that our forefathers made so we don't make them again. And that's what we're doing in the UPK, man. We're reminiscing on the old days and teaching the old days right now in the present. Why? So our people can learn from those mistakes. Everyone understand? This is Genesis chapter 26 and verse 15. For all the wells which his father's servant had digged in the days of Abraham his father, the Philistines had stopped them and filled them with earth. And Abimelech said unto Isaac, Go from us, for thou art much mightier than we. I can't break everything down for time's sake, but just so you know, that's something that sparked the Egyptians enslaving the Israelites. And I want you to remember that we were always the minority, but somehow we always achieve greatness quicker and always achieve greatness at a far better level and pace than everyone else around us. All the other heathens will be in that land for thousands of years. The Philistines, the Hittites, the people that we read about with Abraham, who was that king he lied to? He was the Pharaoh of Egypt. The Egyptians was there 6,000 years. But somehow, whenever the Israelites, whenever so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians find somewhere to plant their feet, like the Haitians in Ohio right now, like the Haitians in Indiana and Ohio right now, they are outpacing the oppressor there, which is why Donald Trump made those lying statements about them. Right. Racist lying statements about them that are not true. That he made. Why? Because the oppressor, the Africans, the Arabs, everyone fears blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians. Not for any military might, not because we're not because we're more in number, because like the Bible said, we are not more in number. Anywhere we go, we're the minority. But because we are the children of God. We are the chosen people of God. So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. If you could understand why they hate the Mexicans, this will help you understand why they hate the Haitians, our brothers from the tribe of Levi, why they hate the Zabalonite brothers and sisters from from South and Central America, the Asherites from Brazil. This is why they hate us, not because we can dance so well and because we run so fast. Every nation on this earth conspires to overthrow the nation of Israel, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, because this is why. For thou art much mightier than we. That's why. Because although we are the minority, the Mexicans are not the majority in America. Somehow they build houses faster and better than white contractors who've been here since the 1800s. The Mexicans, the migrants from Mexico, they've been here since the 2000s. The Germans been here since the 1890s. And the Germans can't build a house with all that German engineering of Mercedes and BMW. They can't build a house or a building and architect the structure like the tribe of Isupk La Raza. And they've been here, 30 years with no money. They come over here out with no money. They can fix your car, build your house, fix your plumbing. A German can't do that, and he's been here for 200 years. We are better than everybody else. We are more mightier than them, not in numerical strength, but because the power we serve is the one true living God, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That is who we serve, and that is the God that we belong to, and no one else. That's why everyone else is so afraid of us. Because they know we are the real Jews. We are the Israelites, Elisha. That's why they hate us so much. Because they know you are more mightier, thou art much mightier than we. And Isaac departed thence, and pitched his tent in the valley of Gerar, and dwelt there. And Isaac digged again the wells of water, which they had digged in the days of Abraham his father. For the Philistines had stopped them after the death of Abraham. And he called their names after the names by which his father had called them. This is what's so heavy about that. Earlier I just read in verse 15, it said, for all the wells which his father's servants had digged in the days of Abraham his father, the Philistines, who were Africans, had stopped them and filled them with earth. So all that hard work that Abraham's servants did in that land, the Africans got so upset because we are the superior race, they started putting dirt back into those holes. That's how much they hate us, Isaac. That's how much they hate us. They're going to stop the work that you're doing and say, you know what, just leave this country. That's what's going on. What does this remind you of, Elisha? Right now in America, the Haitians are outperforming in every job, in every market, and in every factory across Ohio. Yet and still, America says Haitians come from an S-hole country, you're eating our pets, and we want you gone. Even though they're working harder and better than any white person who's been here since the 1600s.
Sound like Black Wall Street.
It sounds like Black Wall Street. We're outpacing them, even though it's only 100 brothers and sisters that live in Black Wall Street. All of Oklahoma was white and Native Indian. Somehow the white man got so upset with a few hundred black settlers from slavery that they burned and bombed the city down because they hate to see our progress. Because they know if left alone, we would run this country. We would rule this world with our intellect and our sophistication being adhering to the laws of God. We would rule this earth if we obeyed the Most High God. And we are going to rule this earth by obeying the Most High God. I pray you understand. Verse 19. And Isaac's servants dig in the valley, and found there a well of springing water. And the herdmen of Gerar did strive with Isaac's herdmen, saying, the water is ours. And he called the name of the well Isupk, because they strove with him. Verse 21. And they digged another well, and strove for that also. And he called the name of it Sitnah.
Genesis chapter 26, verse 22 in the Hebrew. Wayithak, Masham, Wayachapar, Ba'ar, so like Barah, Akara, Wala'ah, Rabawa, Al-Ya, Wayakara, Shema, it's like Rakabawa, Wayamar, Kaya, Aita, Harakaya, Yahweh, Lanoah, Wapor Yanoah, Barataza. Verse 23, Waya'ah, Masham, Ba'ar, or is that Ba'ar? Ba'ar, Shabai. Verse 24, Wayara'ah, Al-Yawah, Yahweh, Bala Yala, Ha-Hawa'a, Wayamar, Anakia, Alahaya, Abraham, Abayak, Al, the Ya-Ra'ah, Haya, Athat, Anakia, Wabara, Kathyak, Wahar, Bayakya, At, Zaraik, Ba'ai, Bawar, Abraham, Ibayat, it's like Ibadia. Verse 25, Wayaban, Sham, Mazabak, Wayakorah, Basham, Yahweh, Wayat, Sham, Ahalya, what did I say? Ahalwa. Wayakar, Sham, Ibadia, Yatizakat, Ba'ar. Verse 26. Wa'abayamalak, Halak, Al-Yawa, Magarar, Wa-Kazak, it's like Wa-Kazak, Marar, Ihawa, Wa-Pa-Yakal, Shar, Tazaba, Awa. Verse 27, Wayamar, Alaham, Yatazakat, Madawai, Ba'atham, Al-Ya, Wa'atham, Shana'atham, Afya, Wathashalak, Wanya, Ma'athakam. Last verse. Wayamarwa, Ra'awa, Ra'anawa, Kaya, Haya, Yahweh, Aimak, Wanamar, the Haya, Na'a, Allah, Bayana Wat, Yanawa, Bayanayaniwa, Wabayanak, Wanakarak, Barayat, Aimak.
This is Genesis chapter 26 and verse 22. And he removed from thence and digged another well. And for that they strove not. And he called the name of it Rehoboth. And he said, for now the Most High had made room for us, and we shall be fruitful in the land. And he went up from thence to Beersheba. And the Most High appeared unto him the same night, and said, I am the Most High of Abraham thy father. Fear not, for I am with thee, and will bless thee, and multiply thy seed for my servant Abraham's sake. And he builded an altar there, and called upon the name of the Most High, and pitched his tent there. And there Isaac's servants digged a well. Then Abimelech went to him from Gerar and Hazuz, and one of Salakia, and Huzath, one of his friends, and Pekol, the chief captain of his army. Verse 27. And Isaac said unto them, wherefore come ye to me, seeing ye hate me, and have sent me away from you? Verse 28. And they said, we saw certainly that the Most High was with thee. And we said, let there be now an oath betwixt us, even betwixt us and thee, and let us make a covenant with thee. Most High in Christ. So like the Most High in Christ. Right? They saw that the Most High God was with Isaac and his family, and they said, look, we want to serve you and be your servant and work for you. Why? Let us make a covenant between you and us, because we see that you have the Lord with you. We see the power you serve. That's so heavy out, because guess what? That same reputation you can earn in the ISUPK. That same reputation of, in the world, it's different. It's weird, because in the world, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians fear everything. We fear the police. We fear the Arabs. We fear the Arabs coming into our communities and setting up new chicken restaurants. We fear the Africans setting up hair shops. In the world, we fear other nations coming into our communities, having more power and resources and wealth over us. But when you serve the Most High, Laisha, oh, brother, you are going to be the nation that everyone else fears. They're going to see the reputation you have, and they're going to say, man, this is a person who serves God, and their God is with them. I want to make a covenant with you. See, right now, our leaders make covenants with the heathens. They go to the heathens and say, man, what can y'all give us? In the future, the other heathen nations are going to come to us and say, what could you do for us?
Right.
Instead of us going to them and saying, what can you do for me? They're going to say, what can you do for me? That's the switch in power of what's going to happen when Christ returns. But first, we have to get that power right now. Unlike the Christians tell you, you can get the spirit of the Most High God right now. You can earn that same power that this brother Isaac had from just his reputation from serving God. We can earn that same reputation if we serve God as well, if we obey the Most High as well. But we got to get out those churches, stop voting, and we have to separate our spirit from our oppressor. Separated from America, separated from the great United Kingdom, the British. We have to separate our spirit from the Arabs and Islam. We have to separate our spirit from this place. Why? Because if we continue to have the same spirit as our oppressor, we will always be their servant and always beg them for help. When, brother, you can earn that righteous spirit that Isaac had and that reputation he had, where heathens were asking him for help. Now imagine that. Imagine instead of walking through your neighborhood and you fearing every cop car you see, imagine the police come to you and they say, we need your help. We're afraid of you because of the God you serve. Because we know you're not a criminal and we know you don't sell dope or use drugs. We're afraid of you for your God's sake. Imagine that, man. That's a level of power that none of us have seen in this earth if you're Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. That is a level of power. We looked up to who Frank Lucas and drug dealers thinking they had power. They all fear the police coming to get them. I didn't know that until I got older. I'm looking at them young, like, man, these niggas got power. They in there selling dope, got all the money, all the resources, all the women love them. But they're afraid of some white cop fresh out of high school to come arrest them for living a lifestyle that God never approved of. That is not power to be the biggest drug dealer in your city. Rappers. We grew up thinking all the rappers, oh man, that rapper, he got power. He got all the cars, the hoes, the money, the cars, the clothes. P. Diddy is afraid. He's scared. They got him on suicide watch now.
It's a lot.
He had billions of dollars with endorsements, with music labels, owned his own gospel company. He's in prison. He's going to prison for 387 months. He's scared to death. That's not power. Power is when your enemies are afraid of you, not when you're afraid of your enemies. Go ahead, Elisha.
If I may,
I know he had something heavy you wanted to bring out about that.
well, my point is, if I may, sir, was what you bringing out is so heavy. It just reminds me of, like Yahushua. Like, they seen when Yahushua walked the earth, he showed brothers how to walk and really walk in power.
That's right.
You understand? It was a time when some Greek Phoenician, how you say it, Phoenician, some white oppressor needed help from our power, from our king, right? And he didn't even want to deal with it. But because she knew her place, which these other nations don't know their place because we don't know ours.
Right.
Yahushua knew that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians were God's chosen people. That's who he came to save. And he knew that this Greek woman needed his help. Right. But he only helped her because she knew her place. Right. Like today, you got all these movies like the movie, The Ottoman Hates That Ridge, Rebel Ridge. Yeah. We go and save the oppressors. We are so consumed with them that we think that that's power. We think that brother in that movie has some type of power because he was able to beat a police officer half to death. Right. When the men in ISUPK and the Commanding General Hana, almost every Saturday, we have oppressors on their knees admitting who they are. Kissing our boots. The same thing that Howard did. Brother, that's real power.
That's right.
You don't have to beat a cop half to death and put your hands on them. But them getting them to admit who they are, that they're the devil that the Bible speaks of, and they will be recompensed for the crimes committed to our people. That's real power, man.
That's right.
That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, right. Good point. Both sides of Christ. Get a brother another hand. Yeah, right.
We back in the Hebrew already?
Yeah, I'm done. I believe. Let me go back. Let me see. Go back. Let me see if I was done.
I read 28. Did you stop?
Yeah, that was it. Yep. We moving along.
I know we got the room. We got time limits. So Genesis chapter 26, verse 29 in the Hebrew. The Aisha, Imanoa, Ra'ai, Kashar, La'a, Naga'ai, Nawak, Wakashar, Aishanawa, Aimak, Rak, Tawab, Wanashalakak. Is that right? Wanashalakak or Wanashalak?
Wanashalakak. You said it right.
Wanashalakak. Wanashalakak, Bashalom. Atha, Aita, Barawak, Yahweh. Waya Aish, Laham, Mashata, Waya Akawa, Waya Shakwa. Verse 31. Waya Shekayamwa, Babakwar, Waya Shabai, Waya Shabaiwa. Ayash la kayawa waya shalakam yatazaka waya la kawa ma'akwa bashalom. Is that right?
God, you said it right.
Verse 32. Waya haya bayawam hahawa'a waya ba'awa ibadya yatazaka Waya Gadwa, Lawa, Al, Adawa, Habara, so like Ashar, Kaparwa, Waya Mararwa, Waya Amarwa, Lawa, Matazanawa, Mayam. Verse 33. Waya Kara, Ata, Shabai. Shabai, Al, Khan, Sham, Ha'ayar, Ba'ar, Shabai, I, Hayawam, Hazah. Verse 34. Wayahaya, Aishawa, Ban, Abara, Abar, it's like it, Arabayim, Shana, Wayakwak, Asha, Yahweh, Ba, Ba'arya, Hakahya, Wa'a, Bashama, Ba, Ayalan, Ayalan, Hakafya. Last verse. Watahayayan, Marat, Rawah, Layatazaka, Walara Bakwa.
Genesis chapter 26, verse 29. That thou wilt do us no hurt, as we have not touched thee, and as we have done unto thee nothing but good, and have sent thee away in peace. Thou art now the blessed, thou art now the blessed of the Most High. And he made them a feast, and they did eat and drink. And they rose up betimes in the morning, and sware one to another. And Isaac sent them away, and they departed from him in peace. And it came to pass the same day that Isaac's servants came, and told him concerning the well which they had did, and said unto him, We have found water. And he called it Shabbat. Therefore the name of the city is Beersheba unto this day. And Esau was 40 years old when he took to wife Judith, the daughter of Berir, the Hittite, and Bashemoth, and Bashemoth, the daughter of Elon, the Hittite, which were a grief of mine unto Isaac and to Rebekah. And it came to pass, and that Isaac's servant came, Oh, Esau. This is Esau marrying these heathens. Okay, Esau was 40 years old. Yep, okay, Most High Christ, no sweat. All right.
Genesis chapter 27.
Esau, you can marry whoever the hell you want to marry. Just don't touch none of my sisters. Don't touch no black and Hispanic women.
Agreed.
And their Indian sisters. They agreed them. Because they like this. Look, they knew. Isaac and Rebekah knew this cat is something strange that the world had never seen before. Esau, brother, he just was an animal. Just something. He just got on top of anything, put that rod in any hole, ate whatever he could, weak as hell, because he couldn't go another hour without fainting before he ate. So he sold his birthright. Like, he was just a sick, lascivious, hairy, hunting, killing machine. Just an animal. That's what old Esau was. And guess what? He's still there to this day. And you know what's sad? Black men and black women are letting them get on top of them. Brothers and sisters are marrying white people like they weren't your slave master just 150 years ago. Like, they didn't just lynch black people just last weekend. Like, you are falling for that trap of, well, God said love who you love. Love is colorblind. Love don't have a color. Look, God loves me no matter what. It is a sin to think like that. It is a sin to say, God, that is, what did General Muhammad just say Thursday? It was so heavy. That is, what is that? That is cursing the Most High God. For you to lie on the Lord, to say, God said love who you want to love,
right?
That is cursing God. For you to say, well, God loves me no matter what, that is cursing God, because that is the lie. That is not in the Bible. Love who you want to love. There are limits and rules on who you can love in the Bible. Because, of course, Elijah, if love is blind and love don't have no color or race or age, that means that I can now be with your 14-year-old daughter. No man is going to say, you know what, love is blind. You could just go and have sex with my 14-year-old daughter. Love is not blind. You can absolutely help who you love. You can help who you fall in love with. You can absolutely help who you marry. The problem is you have no discipline like Esau. No discipline. You just see it, you want it, you get it. That is not the way God wants his people to live. Esau can love whoever he wants to love. Just stay the hell away from black people.
That's right.
Stay the hell away from the Israelites, man. That's all I shall say. Like, go ahead.
Genesis chapter 27, verse 1 in the Hebrew. Yahaya, Kaya, Zakwan, Yatazakat, Hayan, Ayanyawa, Mara'ah, Waya Korah, Aishawa, Banwa, Hagadal, Waya Mar, Al Yawa, Banya, Wayamar, Al Yawa, Hananya. What's that right?
Where you at?
Hananya.
Yep, you said it right.
Hananya. Verse 2. Wayamar Hana Na'a Zakwanahya La'a Yada'ithya Yawam Mawahya. Verse 3. Wa'aitha Sha'a Na'a Kalya Galayak Wakwa Shata. Yeah, Wakwa Shata. Wataza Hashada. Wataza Wada Laya Taza Yada. Verse 4. Wa'aisha Laya Mata I Mamyam Ka'ashar Ahabahya Wahabaya'a Laya Wakala Ba'ibawar Tabara Kak Nashapat, it's like Napasha Bataram Amawath. Verse 5. Rababakwa Shemaith Badabar Yatazakat Al Aishawa Banawa Wayala Aishawa Hashada Latazawad Tazaya Lahabaya'a. Verse 6. Warabakwa Amara Al Ya'ikwa Mana La Amar Hana Shemaithya or Shemaithya Abarayak Adabar Al Aishawa.
That was
Madabar, so like it. Madabar Al Aishawa Akayak La Amar. Verse 7. Habaya'a Laya Tazayad Wa Aisha Laya Mata I Mamyam Wa Akala Wa Abara Lapanya Yahweh Lapanya Mawahya.
Genesis chapter 26. Oh, sorry, I'm at 27. Genesis chapter 27, verse 1. This is 49, or we got 7 more?
It's 49.
Okay, Most High Christ. Genesis chapter 27, verse 1. And it came to pass that when Isaac was old and his eyes were dim, so that he could not see, he called Esau his eldest son and said unto him, My son. And he said unto him, Behold, here I am. And he said, Behold, now I am old. I know not the day of my death. Verse 3. Now therefore take, I pray thee, thy weapons, thy quiver and thy bow, and go out to the field, and take me some venison. Verse 4. And make me savory meat, such as I love, and bring it to me, that I may eat, that my soul may bless thee before I die. And Rebekah heard when Isaac spake to Esau his son. And Esau went to the field to hunt for venison, and to bring it. Verse 6. And Rebekah spake unto Jacob her son, saying, Behold, I heard thy father speak unto Esau thy brother, saying, Bring me venison, and make me savory meat, that I may eat, and bless thee before the Most High, before my death. Now we're going to get into what happens next week. So stay tuned for next Sabbath service next Saturday, same time, 12 to 2, same place, here at the Isupk Bluefield Library, right on the corner of 31st and Prospect. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to ISUPK Kansas City on all social media platforms. We'll get right into it next Saturday, right? Next Sabbath service class. But what is going on right now, what we just read, Elisha? What is Rebekah plotting to do, as you just read it, right? You can read on and read ahead if you want. But what we just read was Isaac is in his old age, and as is our custom and culture, we are going to now, in our old age, give an inheritance to our oldest son. That's the way it's always been. Right? If you just had daughters, you're going to give it to your oldest daughter. So it is our culture and our custom to now, as I'm an old man, now I'm going to bring in my oldest. I'm going to bring in all my sons if I wanted to. It's at the father's discretion. But historically, a brother would say, all right, come here, oldest son. Right? Put your hand right here. Let me tell you something. He's laying in the bed. He's 300 years old. Come here. I can't hardly see, but I can hear your voice. Bring me some of that meat that I love that you cook, that venison, which is deer. Bring me some of that venison, that deer that I love that you cook. You hunt so well. You were gifted with the sword. Go, Esau. Bring me some of that venison. And then when you come back, I'm going to bless you. Right? A blessing is not, Christians have bastardized a lot of words in the Bible, and one of them is blessing. A blessing is not just, here you go, Elisha, here's some water. The brother needs some water, so I give him some water. That is not a blessing, right? That is me giving the brother a bottle of water that needs it. I'm fulfilling his need. A blessing is not giving someone what they need. A blessing isn't giving someone what they want. A blessing is a gift, is a very important gift or inheritance that is something that doesn't run out. Does everyone understand? A blessing is not what Christians say, you find a check in the mail. That is not a blessing. That is just, thank the Most High God, you got some money. But if you hit the lottery, that's not a blessing. Why? Because that money is going to run out. A blessing is something that the Lord gives you that just does not run out. That's how someone would be blessed then. Because now the Most High God gave an order to his father Isaac, now that he's going to get blessed from the Lord to give to his son. So what does that mean? You have some inheritance somewhere. What is an inheritance? An inheritance is something that's passed down from generation to generation. It is not, this is what an inheritance is not. Debt is not an inheritance. Okay? In our culture now, blacks and Hispanics inherit a lot of debt. When our father and mothers die, our grandparents die, what do we get? We inherit debt. Okay? Biblically, an inheritance is what you were given from your father or your family after they passed away. And it was a blessing, God. It wasn't, $500,000 to the IRS. It was, land mass that now you will control and your sons will control. That was a blessing, God. Not, $50 in the mail. That is just a good, that's you're going to spend that on drugs and alcohol. That's not a blessing. $50 in the mail. Food costs more than that. $50 for a couple of gallons of milk. That's not a blessing, okay? A blessing biblically is something that the Most High gave someone that did not run out. Like the Arabs are blessed with oil and with resources in the Middle East. That is their blessing. It never ran out. They've been through countless wars. The Moabites are blessed. Look at the land mass they control. Look at the resources they own. Look how powerful they are. They are in competition with America for the greatest nation. Look at the white man. He's blessed with the sword. His blessing is he can now go and unalive anybody who opposes him, and he can take that land and make it theirs. Elisha, that's a blessing. Black people, Hispanics, and Native Indians, getting $50 in the mail is not a blessing.
Right.
Think about all those nations I just listed and what they have as a blessing. Okay, buying a new car, that's not a blessing. That can be taken and will be repoed by the repo man in a year. That's not a blessing. What Genghis Khan accomplished, that was a blessing. What the caliphate of the Khwarizmian Empire accomplished for the Arabs to now have Saudi Arabia, Afghanistan, Tajikistan, all of those stands, which by the way, the suffix stand stands for land of. So all of those stands of those Arabs, land of the Arabs. That just encompasses the Arab Spring. That entire Middle East belongs to them, and they have the oil and the gold and the resources and the land. That's a blessing, God. That's something they're going to give to their sons and posterity for another 2,000 years. That's why they fight over it. That's why the Moabites will fight over it. Are you going to fight over your car? What are you going to fight over the Popeyes restaurant in your neighborhood? That is not a blessing. A blessing is something that will not run out. That blessing that he's about to bless Esau with, Rebecca knows this isn't the blessing from the Lord. Right. The Lord don't want this person to be blessed. He wants somebody else to be blessed. So we'll finish that up next week. I'm going to leave you on a cliffhanger so you can wonder and guess what's going to be broken down next week. Now, of course, you can read ahead and go read, but you need a priest help in order to break down the scriptures. I pray you understand. Go ahead, Elijah.
So you're speaking of blessings. What black people, what we think blessings is, we think the Million Man March was a blessing.
Yeah.
We think
finding $5 in your pocket.
We think Martin Luther King's "I Have a Dream" speech was a blessing.
Integration, yeah.
And integration. We think going to go vote this coming election for Donald Trump or Kamala Harris. We think Kamala Harris running for president is a blessing.
For black women.
For black women,
she's not even black.
We think those things are blessings. Well, none of that, all of that is just something we adopted from our, oppression, Christianity, and us being slaves.
Right.
Just, they'll give us the crumbs off the table and we gladly accept it, and we think that's a blessing.
That's right.
And the Most High God has so much more in store for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. We can never picture dominance and ruling this earth because we're too worried about Christian blessings.
We're worried about weed being decriminalized. That's a blessing for us. Now now instead of the weed man, the white man has dispensaries on every corner.
Oh my God.
So now he controls the weed market, which you dummies, that's why he decriminalized it so he can make money off of it. He saw how Colorado was booming in that industry. He decided to decriminalize marijuana and most hard drugs in certain states and counties. So now drugs are just pretty much legal and decriminalized, at least in more than likely all states, except for maybe 2 or 3. Texas is one and maybe Louisiana is the other. But mostly in all states, it's decriminalized. Are you blessed because weed is decriminalized? You can't even control that market. You can't even control that market. Listen, man, that's not a blessing like the brother, the officer was just saying. That's a blessing is something that only God can give you, like he did to Ishmael, like he's going to do for Israel, and like he did to other nations. A blessing is only something God can give you that never runs out.
Right.
It's something that your nation will benefit from it for years and years and years, and it's something that you can have an army and fight over. It's something, that's real power, man, and that's a real blessing. Finding $50 in your pocket because you needed it to go get some weed or some alcohol, that's not a blessing. That's just you finding 50. That's you being a slave. And I would if it's one thing I want blacks, Hispanics to understand, especially after reading that scripture, is that most of the things that we enjoy in our life here in America or abroad, being black or Hispanic, is the, what's the word, Elisha? Is the side effects of slavery. You being a great basketball player, a football player, a baseball player, being a good singer and entertainer, that's not a blessing. That's you being whatever your slave master wants you to be. That's all that is. Finding $50 in your pocket, buying a new house, those are good things, don't get me wrong, but it's not blessings, Doc. New job, that's not a blessing, Doc. That's a great thing, and it's something to be thankful to the Lord about. But brother, come on, man. Will we always just be thankful for the little we have, or do we want rulership of the earth? Because if you aspire something more than just a good job to make a few $1,000s a week, brother, you need to come into Isupk because you have the same spirit we have. Because a good job just won't cut it. Not when our people are suffering and dying in the streets and we have no power to do anything. Sonia Massey was unalived, a black woman from the tribe of Judah up there in Springfield, Illinois, just last month by a white cop, and no one did anything about it. But you're blessed because you got a good job. Brother, we need a wake-up call. We need a wake-up call. If a good job just don't cut it for you, you need to join the Israelite School UPK. This place here, this school here under Commander Juliana, we desire power and dominance. That's what we desire, Elisha. And if you desire the same thing, then you need to come in here and join Commander Juliana and the Isupk. Like, share, subscribe to our channel. With that being said, I imagine just us up here. Watching Michael Jackson reminiscing about the good old days, that's a blessing, Elijah.
Shout out to God.
Sar.
Layashala.
Sar. Sar. Imagine, which means to stand. Everyone stand. All right. You got it, Elisha? You got it, or you need to lift it up. You got it? All right, everyone stand. We'll pun you up with done, which means to rise and face the east. We're going to start with the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew.
The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa.
Shabbat
Shemaya. Kodash. Hayah. Shemka. Yahweh. Malakuta. Tabaa. Ratazak. Hayah. Aisha. Baratazak. Kawa. Hayah. Bashemaya. Thalanawa. Kal. Yawam. Wasalakna. Kawathna. Kawathna. Tabiyana. Anasayawam. Kawashayana. Mayan. Hayah.
In English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
The power in the Hebrew, Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushua. Abakashah. The
in English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh. Please give us the power to heal all manner of sick and all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahweh. Thank you. So be it.
Prayer to bless Israel in the Hebrew, Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushua. Baraklana. Bayap. Salakia, I messed it up. Waha. Bayap Sapar. Barak. Magun. Ba'ashem Yahushua. The
Wada Aman. In English, or what we just said was Yahweh in the name of Yahweh. Bless us and Israel in the school. Bless, heal, shield, protect our loved ones in the name of Yahweh. Thank you, so be it.
Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah. Ayanya. Ahahari. Ayan. Yaba'ah. Izar. Ma'an. Yahweh. Aisha. Shemaya. Baharatazah. Al-Yathan. Lamawat. Regal. Al-Yanawam. Shamar. Tanah. La'ah. Yanawam. Mala'ah. Yayashan. Shabamar. Yasha'al. Yahweh. Shamar. Yahweh. Tazal. Al-Yah. Yamyika. Yavamam. Hashemash. La'ah. Yikayaka. Wayara, Yahweh, Yashamar, Makara, Yashamar, Napashta, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'at, Ma'ita,
Aman. In English, I will lift
mine eyes into the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh,
which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy
foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in. From this time forth and even forevermore. So be it.
Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim. Al-Damayalaka. Al-Bakarash. Al-Tashakwa. Al-Yahana. Al-Yabika. Yahamayawan. Mashanai. Yasha'awa. Ra'ash. Al-Aimaka. Yarayam. Sawa. Wayatayai Tazawa. Al-Tazak Pawanyaka. Mamawa. Lakawa. Wanakaki. Goya. Wala'ah. Yazakor. Sham Yasha'ala. Aiwa. Kaya. Lab, Al-Yaka, Baryah, Yakarafa, Ma'awya, Yashamawi, Mawaba, Gabal, Waimawa, Al-Shah, Tazawu, Gamashawa, Nalawa, Aiman, Hayawa, Zarawa, Abanyalawa, Salah, Aisha, Laham, Gamad, Kasayasa, Kayab, Banakal, Koyashwa, Hashamagu, Bayanda, Hayawa, Daman, Ladama, Sheyatama, Ladiabo, Kazalmana, Call to say a Kumba, Ashar, Amawa, Ayarashah, Nawa, Nawa, Alahaya, Sheyatama, Kagagala, Kakwash, Lapanya Rakab, Kaash, Kabayariyawa, Kalaha, Aryam, Khan, Masahara, Obasoapaka, Kabahalon, Alaha, Panyahon, Bawan, Oyabakwash, Shamka, Yahawah, Yabashi, Oyabahawa, Ayah, Oyagapara, Oyabad, Oyadai, Kaya, Atha, Shamka, Yahawah, Labad, Bawan, Kal, Ratazah,
Aman. Psalms 83 in English. Keep not thou silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace. And be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult. And they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. And consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come, and let us cut them off from being a nation. That the name of Israel may be no more remembered. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom. And the Ishmaelites. Of Moab. And the Hagarenes. Gabal. And Amalek. The Philistines. With the inhabitants of Tyre. Asa also is joined with them. They have opened the children of Lot. Salah. Do unto them. As unto the Midianites. As to Sisera. As to Jabin. And the brook of Kasan. Which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like a red. And like Zed. Yea. All their princes. As Zabad. And as Amunah. Who said, Let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. Hold my power. Make them like a wheel. As a stubble before the wind. As a fire burneth the wood. And as a flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest. And make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame. That they may seek thy name. O Yahweh. Let them be confounded. And trouble forever. Yea. Let them be put to shame. And perish. That men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High, over all the earth. So be it. Prayer of the blessings of the power structure in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh. Wa Yahweh Shah. Wa Mayaka'ala. Wa Alahaya. Matazabia. Alawapyahan. Ha Alawapya. Ha Saranya. Akatazayanya. Ha Kayayawi. Wa Wapya. Yahweh. Bashim Yahweh Shah. The water Aman. It's like in the English. Bless you Yahweh. And Yahweh Shah. And Michael. And the angels. Commanding General Yahweh. The generals, captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh. Thank you. So be it. Sar, which means to turn. All right. Oh, you gotta go home. Go ahead, you can go back. Men of Israel, gird up thy loins and prepare to salute the Torah. Sar. Yah Bashim Yah Shabrak Yah. Sar. Maybe put it down like Shah. One more time. Sisters Yashabi, which means to be seated. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the brothers. Men of Israel, Alam Shabbat, Imagine, Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, Brakatham, Yajimatah. Sisters, Imagine, which means to stand. Men of Israel, Sar, face the sisters. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Imam Shabbat, Imagine, Barak, Yahweh Shamar, Alatham, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Yajimatah. Dismissed. Let's get it put up.